Hi there, my name is Cupicate, and welcome finally to the pup reveal of Mikael's last litter with Kirby. So we have had some beautiful, strong pups from Mikael in past litters, and I know you guys have been waiting to see what these pups are gonna look like. I am very sorry that I have been sick and I wasn't able to reveal Teo's pups on Wednesday of this last week, but we will be able to see them on Wednesday this coming week, which I'm super excited about. I'm so excited, guys. We are like really getting there in our story, and I know that I continue playing Teo and Mikael, but my reasoning for that, just as a little thing in there, is because I have a character, a wolf, I'm sure many of you know, some of you may not, that is going to come in and play a huge part in the story I'm trying to spin. And so I need Mikael and Teo to kind of grow up a little more in order to tell this story. And so we will probably continue to play them possibly until they perish. We will see what happens. But I need them to grow up a little bit more. We'll probably need them to be all the way to age 8 in order for the last part of the story to reveal itself. So yes, there will be a climax and a conclusion to the story I'm trying to spin here. I have big plans, but I will say anytime I play the game, anything can happen. And if Mikael dies for any reason, then the story will have to change, but hopefully it won't, because the story that I have in mind has him alive. So let's go ahead and look at our family tree. Now, once again, Mikael was able to keep all of his pups alive. He is the luckiest wolf we have ever had, ever. And then, of course, Kirby, our no-chill female, who literally just cannot understand the word no. But let's get a look at these pups. So, oh my gosh, flashback, guys. Remember Zico? Oh, this makes me want to do a wolf talk and kind of like discuss what I had in mind for some of these wolves. But yes, Zico, our sweet Aurora, our little shy beans. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. Storm, oh, remember Storm. Agni Kai, and then Sweet Dawn. Oh yes, and there was Potato, Redwood, Rava, Birch, Heather, Bramble. We've had so many litters. All right, let's see these pups grown up. So we've got Slate, Heidi, Kestrel, Juniper, our sweet fallow, and Athena. Oh my gosh, our only boy got one of the new coats. Look at Slate. He is stunning. Mikael and Kirby make some beautiful children. I don't know why they make beautiful children, but my gosh, these children, gorgeous. All right, let's see Slate. Gasp! This is not one of the new coats. I was wrong. So this is Grizzer from the IWC Ambassador Wolves. So this is actually an older coat. I just have not seen it on a child before. So this is amazing. Slate did end up getting radio collared. We have quite a few radio collared wolves. So it looks like the humans really want to keep track of what's going on with our Snagglefang pack. So Slate has some beautiful dark, piercing brown eyes, but you can still see the little bit of light in there. Absolutely stunning with that chocolate color. Okay, Slate, what do you sound like? Kiba, we know what you sound like. We can hear you all the time. She has needed so much more attention since we got Calder. And we've had to give him a lot of attention because he requires so much training. So she fusses anytime I'm not giving her attention now. And unfortunately, I have given into it, and so now she knows it works. Huskies, everyone. Huskies. Shh, mommy's recording. Shh. She is giving me the sass today, like 150% sass. And then she has to do that thing where she just like softly like pushes her head into my hand, and then I feel like a butt for telling her to lay down. She's like, the Snagglefang pack started with me, you know. Okay, Slate, without further ado, let's hear your song, boyo. Even though that is one of the longest howls, I love that howl. Yes, that one is actually one of my favorites. So it looks like I don't see anything with tail. I don't see any scars. I don't see anything with ears, but that doesn't mean we can't add them later on. We do have the radio collar. Let's see your stats. Wow, Slate, you got lucky because your dad's stats are horrible. So he got a plus in strength and a minus in speed. So I think because of his size, he can't go as fast, but he hits harder when he can catch up. That's really, really good. So that is Slate. My goodness, he's gorgeous. I love him. Oh, wait, we have to do something very important and give him the Snagglefang. And then we have Heidi, who has one of my absolute favorite coats in the whole game. She's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, look at her. So she has the 7F from the Founders line. That beautiful brown tan color. She looks like the desert at night. She's absolutely stunning. But she ended up having an almost green gold eye, which is beautiful against her bark colored fur. Absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. Okay, let's hear your song, Heidi. That's right. She has the really low howl. Another one of my favorites. Oh, Heidi, I love you. So it looks like Heidi actually got a little bit of an ear notch from her mother. I specifically gave not her mother. It would be her grandmother. I specifically gave Kiba those ear notches because dog ears are just a little bit different than wolf ears, so I gave her those. But it looks like little Heidi ended up inheriting that a little bit from her dog grandmother. So nothing with her tail either, only the one little notch in her ear, but we can always change that later if y'all have any ideas and good reasons for why she may have other customizations. We're gonna go ahead and give her the standard Snagglefang. Whoa! Okay, so interesting. It looks like Heidi is very strong. She's got a +1 in strength. She's very healthy. She has a +1 in health, but she's super slow. The girl cannot run. So this might be one of those cases where it would be interesting to say that she might have a leg injury that ended up being kind of permanent, and so she can't run as fast. It hurts too much. Or it could simply be that despite her strength, she is smaller, so she can't make as much ground. So I'd be really interested to hear what y'all have to say about little Heidi. Heidi actually got sick twice. I was really surprised. I didn't know pups could actually get sick twice. She ended up getting sick twice. So maybe she has an immune system that's not as good for some reason. All of these things we could play into her story a little bit. Oh my gosh, Kestrel is the spitting image of Aurora. She looks just like her sister Aurora, like to a T. Oh, that's right. This is one of the rarer NPC coats. So this coat is not actually one that you can get from the list. You have to breed it, essentially. But yes, this is Aurora, literally Aurora, but Kestrel. It looks like she does have a slight ear nick. Her tail is a bit on the thinner side, but otherwise that is the only customization that I see on her. Give us your song, beautiful. And it is truly a song like a bird. Oh! One of the squeaky howls. Oh, so just like Aurora, Kestrel is more on the quieter side of things, but that may not say anything about their personality. Their voice is just a bit softer. Let's give her the typical Snagglefang tooth. Now she really looks like Aurora. And so, oh wow. So Kestrel got the same stats as her sister Heidi. A plus in strength, a plus in health, and a -2 in speed. So all of these girls so far, all meaning 2, have a -2 in speed. They're not very fast. Very interesting. For some reason, I kind of love the idea that Kirby is kind of just a small wolf in general, and so she makes small daughters, and that's why they can't run very fast, is because they're just smaller on the wolf side, or maybe because their grandmother is a husky, they are smaller in general and therefore slower. Because wolves, well, wolves have more stamina than dogs. I don't know. They're probably faster too, but I have not looked up that, so I don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation about wolves. I do know that they can run for longer distances. I just don't know if they're faster than dogs. But very interesting. We have a little bit of a slow litter so far, other than Slate. But he also had a minus in speed, didn't he? Yeah, so we do. We just have a slow litter. Very interesting. And here is Juniper. So Juniper ended up being very dark, carrying that typical Snagglefang dark pelt that pretty much came down from Bane to start with, because Kiba was very, very light colored. But that dark coat has really shown through in a lot of our wolves of these litters, and Juniper has it. So Juniper has 859M as her coat in the coats display. She has a beautiful orange colored eye, and let's hear her song as well. Very nice, and she has the secondary one. I love this howl. She shares this howl with one of her siblings. I think it was Slate. So I do not see any ear nicks or anything of the sort. Her tail is a little on the thinner side, but otherwise she seems perfectly fine. But again, that doesn't mean that we can't give her some customizations with the proper backstory. We are going to give her the typical Snagglefang as always for our Snagglefang pack. So Juniper actually shares stats with Slate. So just like Slate, she has a plus in strength and a minus in speed. Again, a slower litter. I cannot remember. I'm gonna have to go back and look at Mikael's stats because I don't always think about them. I'm just like, he has terrible stamina. That's all I really think about. But Kirby, maybe. She's really slow. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to check that for why our pups are so slow. They're going to have a really hard time with mule deer. They better never hunt mule deer ever. But Juniper is such a beautiful, beautiful girl. The color of the night, absolutely stunning. I cannot really say anything for her in particular. I cannot remember. I might have to go back and watch some of the videos with Juniper as kind of the star of that episode. I can't remember if she even was one. So you're going to have to tell me if y'all remember at your own convenience. If you remember anything specifically about Juniper that may help us create a story for her. Fallow! Oh my goodness, you look like Sundance! Oh no, Fallow, what happened to you, love? Fallow has a coat from the Life is Rough pack. It looks like it is the middle one of the Life is Rough pack, 2 specifically. Life is Rough pack 2. Oh my goodness, sweet Fallow, our poor girl. So she looks exactly like Sundance, maybe just a little lighter, because I think Sundance has some darker areas, but I could be wrong. But it looks like Fallow got into some trouble, whether it was a fire. We could even say that she is suffering from mange, which is what this actually is. We could even say that she suffered some serious wounds from an attack, be it from wolves, a bear. This looks like a bear could do this kind of damage. But that I will kind of leave up to y'all, and I'll see what you think might have happened to Fallow to give her these types of injuries. Poor girl. So she has a really, really like light yellow eye. Almost like pale gold. No, I would say that's a light yellow. It's very, very fitting with her coat. It truly makes her look like sunshine. Let's hear your song, beautiful girl. Oh yeah, she has the super long howl. And she has the same squeaky howl as Kestrel did. Oh, I love it. Our soft-spoken girls. It looks as though that there aren't any customizations, but we will give her the snaggle fang tooth. We have deviated from the status quo. So, she does have a plus in strength, which is pretty much the same, but a minus in stamina, so her speed was not affected. Fallow has a normal average speed for a wolf. Interesting. So she is the first one to have a normal speed despite her injuries, which is crazy. Maybe she had to learn how to run fast, and that could play into her story a little bit, where she trained herself to run fast, or maybe a hallowing event where she became better at running in order to escape that event. So there's a lot of story potential with Fallow just based off of her coat alone, but also her stats. And do keep the stats in mind when you're telling a story. It could be that they trained harder in an area, they didn't train hard enough in an area, an injury affects why their speed is low. Like, those are all things we can use to give them a real story. Oh my gosh! Athena? Why are you so beautiful? I have not seen a wolf with this coat. Is this one of the new ones? Nuh-uh. So Athena has one of the rare NPC coats. I have never ever seen this coat, y'all, and you know how much I play WolfQuest. Look at her. She's a diamond in her tail. I'm shocked. She's gorgeous. Oh my goodness. Let's look at your eyes. So she has like a tan, pale eye. It just sets so perfectly on her fur. Y'all, I'm in love with this child. I want this child right now. It's so funny. She looks so different from all of her other siblings. Like, she really does. She looks so incredibly different. But at the same time, you could almost say that she got a lot of these genes from her grandmother. She does, in some ways, have a very husky look to her with having the dark on top that comes down into the haunch with some red mixed in. So like Kiba, her actual husky coat, the name for it officially, is called the wolf coat because she is white, gray, very much like this gray right here, but she has touches of red. Now, she doesn't have this much red, obviously. She has touches of red like right back here and right here in her coat, and a little bit in her ears, like right in the back. So those touches of red along with her white and silver is actually what makes her the wolf coat for huskies. She's not a wolf. She's not even a wolf dog. It's just what the coat is called. And so perhaps Athena has really pulled from those genes when she was made in Kirby's belly. And so she really has taken on more of that dog look. Now, wolves look like this as well. But we're going to say that maybe those genes came from her grandmother, Kiba. Let's hear your song, beautiful. Oh, and she has that soft wooing howl, which also sounds very much like Kiba. When she doesn't bark and she actually woos, it's very high-pitched. Oh, she has the other squeaky howl! Athena, I'm literally in love with you so much right now. I can't even. I'm so in love. I kind of want to give her a crooked tail because husky tails are curled. I mean, Kiba doesn't curl her tail unless she's like super excited, but still, it would make sense for her to have a crooked tail. I'm gonna do it. I'm sorry. I gotta do it a little bit. So she has a little bit of an outward protrusion in her tail because of that husky line. I'm doing it, and I'm giving her the typical snaggle fang. There we go. I'm sorry. I had to do it. I had to do it. Okay, let's see you, love. Wow. Okay. So she's not particularly strong, nor can she last very long, which actually makes sense for her taking on more of the husky line of things. But she has a lot of health. Oh, wow. I hate playing favorites. I think it's just because I've never seen this coat before. It's so rare. And just everything about her aesthetic is so stunning. I love the idea that she has really pulled her genes from her husky grandmother. And that just makes me happy because I love Kiba. And that's how we started this whole journey, was with Kiba. So anything that links back to her just automatically just takes my heart. Oh my gosh, what a way to end, y'all. We've had some beautiful, beautiful pups from all of Kirby and Mikael's litters. But this one in particular has had so much variety. I don't think we've had this much variety in wolf pelts and then just rare pelts, which is amazing because the Aurora coat, the one that Kestrel also got, is a rare NPC coat. So for some reason, our two wolves, Kirby and Mikael, make some rare coats. So I cannot wait to see future litters if we get even rarer coats or coats we've never seen before, because there are quite a few out there. All right, y'all, that is all for our litter from Mikael. Those are some beautiful wolves. So your job is to pick your favorite wolf or a couple of wolves that you really like and see if you can't tell me a story or maybe just even a few points that you have for them of what you would like to see in their playthrough. If they get chosen, it helps me write them a backstory. So once we actually get into voting, whenever that may be, we have a story to go off of when we start them. But this has been a really exciting litter. I have particularly enjoyed this one. I really want to play with Athena so bad. I just want to like make a whole story for Athena. Again, not to play favorites. I love her so much. But we've had a lot of amazing ones. So Athena may not be the one for you. And so tell me which one is and why and what story you'd like to give them. Either in the comments below or feel free to join Discord and you can tell me in the video discussion channel. All right, y'all, tickle and poke that like button. Make sure you subscribe and join the family if you haven't already, and jingle that bell so you're notified of when I start the next WolfQuest series with Mikael and see our next litter of puppies. Oh, also, don't forget to join Twitch and follow me so that you can see me live. We do have WolfQuest multiplayer on Twitch. I'm hoping eventually to add it to YouTube, but we have a lot of games we're playing and I want to give each and every one of them love. So right now, WolfQuest multiplayer will be on Twitch. I love you guys. Thanks again for watching. It's good to be back, and I will see you tomorrow for a very special Wolf Talk. Bye!